Welcome back, everybody. I'm Dustin Rubio,
I'm Alex Thomas.
and this is another edition of Swansea Beat. Cool. Welcome back, everybody. Alex, just coming off the Reading match.
Yeah,
Thoughts? What do you think?
good game, another clean sheet, good performance. I'm really happy. I'm looking forward to the weekend.
Yeah. And then we saw some people feature this
Yeah.
time. We saw Mesa,
Yeah.
Narsing, Boney.
Boney.
Boney was a good one. So let's just start with Mesa.
Yeah.
What do you think?
What a great performance. Man of the match. I was so impressed. This is what I wanted to see all along since we signed him. You know, as soon as I saw we signed him for 11 million, I was like, he's going to be a good passer of the ball. And Tuesday just proved it.
Yeah.
He was so good, and I think
What was the stat?
95%
95%. Oh, what a beast.
You
That
know,
was good.
I know it's against Reading as a championship team,
Yep.
but that's a debut to make.
Yeah.
You know, and I think we need to highly consider playing them on Saturday.
Yeah. And Narsing, what do you think?
Good performance, you know. I think he does bring a good attacking threat to the game now, and I think
Yeah.
that is exactly what we need. We need width. You know,
Yeah.
I think we've been lacking in goals in the Premier League,
Yeah.
and I think his crossing ability and his pace is what could change it up for us.
Yeah, and he's got to get confidence, and that only comes with more playing time. And one of the things I was hoping we'd do is our formation of being
Yeah.
4-2-3-1, which we did.
Yep.
Not every player started that I wanted, but Narsing being that. And I think one of the things I said was having another option. And I
Yeah.
guess instead of being so narrow, that we would kind of spread it out a little bit and do that with wingers. So
It was a good game in general. I think, you know, we had a dodgy goal thanks
Yep.
to Mawson.
Yeah,
I don't know if when he shot it, I don't think it was going to go in.
yeah, I tried to look. I mean, there wasn't a lot of angles out there, but just trying to imagine if it didn't come off the player, would that have?
Yeah,
would that
I
have
don't
went
think
in?
it would have gone.
I'm not convinced
But
either.
Fair play to Ayew on the second goal. Great finish. It did come off the ref, but
Yep.
you know the build-up came off the ref. But hey, he made a great run and it was a fantastic finish.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that's a start of form for him now.
Yeah. No, definitely. But him starting with Boney.
I'm happy. I'm happy
Yeah.
with that. I think you know we heard a quote earlier in the week that he's team building with a brother or someone he looks
said
up
like a
to.
big brother. Yeah,
You know, and hopefully that's the start of team building. I
Yeah.
think you know maybe it could be an option for Saturday. You
Yeah.
know, I hope it is.
Yeah.
But hey, if it builds chemistry, hey, that means more goals. So
Yeah, and that's a big thing you often see with certain players, Neymar, Messi. When you look at Neymar now with Cavani. I mean, they're
Yeah.
bumping heads, and that could cause problems. Because they're
Yeah.
both starting together in their chemistry. And I saw a video of the training before the Watford game, which we'll talk about now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ayew and Boney coming out talking together, and it's like that's what you need. You need
Yeah.
to see them talking, building that relationship. So when they go on the pitch, they kind of have an understanding where the ball's going, things like that.
Well, it's the thing we said in the last episode. We talk about mentorship. And
Yeah.
I think Britton was a mentor to other people. He's a coach for
Yeah.
some other midfielders. And I think Bonnie's like that for Ayew, and I think that's a great opportunity for Ayew, and it's a good opportunity for Bonnie to
Yeah.
have someone he can trust to give the ball to him, or he can give the balls to Ayew. I think as
Yeah.
long as there's trust in that relationship and they know what they're thinking, it could be a great partnership.
Yeah. Well, let's go to the Watford match. So a little bit of their history with us and playing.
Yeah.
What are some of the stats with that?
Well, we've had 4 games in the Premier League. It's been renowned for low goal scoring. I think we've lost twice to them, and both of them have been 1-0. We've
Yeah.
won 1-0,
Yeah.
and the other one was a 0-0 draw. So not many goals in this game.
Yeah.
So I'm not expecting a high scoring game because
Yeah.
firstly it's Swans. We never are profound for scoring loads in
We're
a
still
game.
trying to figure out our attack. Yeah.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
Watford are quite a threat away from home. We
Yeah.
figured that out.
Yep.
They only failed scoring 2 games so far this season. That was Man City and Brighton, I believe.
Yep.
And I think we can hold our own. They are a good side.
Yeah.
We're doing okay. We're still figuring stuff out. But I think if Clement plays the right tactics, then we could go away with the win.
Yeah, and that's the tricky part. Speaking of tactics and which way Clement goes, because for me originally I would have been like looking at this game. Okay, it's Watford. They're not at the top. This is our opportunity to try to get a goal. But then you look at their form away from home, and they're not bad. Like they go away from home and they're up for it and they score. Where I feel like I probably would have been like what we did this in the middle of the week, 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
Where now I'm a little bit reluctant and kind of somewhere in my mind thinking whether we should go defensive because although they're going away from home and they have good form, we're not doing great at home. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for them. I guess for them, it's just the best scenario because they're good. They have confidence going away from home, and they're looking at us being like, well, they're not good at home.
You know, obviously, I think morale will be low because they lost 6-0 to Man City at home. But I think morale is low for us as well because we haven't scored at home or even got a point at home yet.
Yeah.
I think Watford will be the more confident side coming into it. I believe. They got more points than us. I think they have better form and in most areas better players in my opinion, and it'll be interesting to see how it goes this weekend.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get into some formations. Let's get into some players. Who do we want to see in there? Somebody gets dropped. I mean, I probably got somebody I'm going to drop. I would put in there. Some people might disagree, but let's see how it goes down. Okay.
Okay. So the Watford game's coming up. Obviously, good game coming up. What do you feel we should be playing? And tell us your predicted lineup.
Right. So my a little bit of a different sort of formation, and some people be like, "What are you thinking here?"
Yeah, that's not Swans.
No, it's not Swans, but I think we haven't played the Swansea brand of football for a long time. So I guess a big question is, what is the Swans way?
Yeah.
So at the moment, what we're finding is when we just basically put everybody 11 men behind the ball.
Yeah.
That's where we find success and we can find a draw. But I think we need to try to develop something different. So at the back, Fabianski, same starting back four. Naughton, Fernandez, Mawson, and Olsen.
Good defense.
And I'm thinking about in the middle, packing it a bit.
Okay.
But I'll bypass that real fast. Let's go to the front. I'm thinking I'm a little bit torn with Ayew and Abraham. I think they're both working really hard. Both equally not really getting goals. They've scored this season, but
is it the chemistry building that has make you choose this one?
I think so. Because you've already seen that Ayew has a liking for Boney.
Yeah.
And who knows? I mean, something could build there, and I think Ayew has worked hard, and I understand equally the same as Abraham. But I think with that in mind of what some of the quotes that have come out, I think give him a shot. And Boney, I think what they'll end up doing is end up going like that, where one would trail, be behind the other.
Most likely, are you behind him? I'd imagine.
Yeah, but I think it can go either way. I think Boney, I can see Boney holding up the ball and kind of flicking it off to Ayew or something, and that's fine. But I think we saw Boney start in the middle of the week, and I'd like to see him. If the manager thinks he's fit, I think give him a chance to do that. Now for the midfield is because
I'm glad you picked Nalsing for this one.
Yeah, I want to see him get some crosses in. I want to see him just using that pace, get some confidence in him, see him going.
He brought something very different to the Reading game, and I was very impressed with it.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's a great option for this weekend.
Yeah, and I want to see him attack. I want to see him do that. And then also he's got the pace to kind of track back. I'm not saying he's the best defender to help out Naughton, but I think Naughton's good enough. And then you got Mesa next to him, and I think Mesa, again, I want to, just like Boney, I want to see him playing more game time. And he did a good job in the week, 95% passing accuracy.
Yep.
So I want to see him playing. And next to him is where I want to see the guy who will hopefully in the middle making some play.
Obviously, he's had a few games, Sanchez.
Yeah.
Do you think there should be a point where we drop him to try and teach him a lesson?
I don't know if he'll. Well, see, this is the thing, is because he's a young guy, and I think when he first came on, he was doing some little skill moves or trying to do something. I think it could either be one or two things. He's really feeling himself, thinking he's the next Ronaldo, or he's trying to mask some insecurity and some fear of the game, and trying to maybe, put some fear into the defenders of like the new kid is coming to the Premier League, watch me. Yeah. But I think his morale could already be low. Yeah. And I'm thinking if we drop him, it can go one way or another. We see players do that. We saw Aguero last season get dropped. He comes back, with new things in his game. I mean, he's tracking back. He's doing a good job. We see other players who kind of just self-destruct. I'm not sure if I'd be ready for this game yet to drop him.
Yeah.
But I want to see him. I want to see him get more comfortable in there and see what he can bring.
Would you say his morale's gone a bit higher now? Because he got a fake assist against Reading. Or do you think that'll bother him? Or do you think, oh, I got an assist now. Maybe this is the start of something.
I don't know if he'll either do. In my opinion, I don't know. But I think I'm not sure either way
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's a factor.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll see it as it's a fake assist. I think he'll see it as I got the ball to Mawson, who even if he would have missed it, he had an opportunity to score that.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
but I don't think that's enough. If I was him and I got the ball to a player who got a shot off, and if even though it's a deflection goal, I'm not sure that would give me confidence. I think I want to see him have a good performance. I want to see him and Mesa both holding the ball really well, but I want to see Sanchez going more. Like these guys, I'd like to see them kind of do what these guys do.
So like,
I want to see Mesa kind of sometimes go into that holding and Sanchez being free to do that. Like I wouldn't mind within this 4-4-2 seeing it go into a 4-1-2 and 2. Yeah. And just kind of in and out. I wouldn't mind Mesa. I wouldn't want to see Mesa go forward. I'd like to see him, when Sanchez is feeling comfortable enough and has the freedom to kind of go in, carry the ball in more. And then in Klukas, I want to see he's done well.
It's a very interesting choice to put him on the left mid, because you put him on the left mid in the last predicted lineup.
Yeah.
Obviously, Routledge played and he didn't do very good against Reading. So I'd like to see Klukas there as well.
Yeah, and I think he's done.
He's played well.
I think he's played well. Yeah, I was going to say maybe it's a little bit under the radar, but he's played well, and I want to see him. I think the next best option would be, and some people might favor over him would be Carroll, and maybe not on the left wing, but again. Last season, I think some of the success that Carroll had. I mean, he did a lot of things in this general area, but I think some of those crosses that were coming in. Yeah. And although we don't have Lorente, we do have a guy in
who
the
is good,
Boney. Yeah, so I think.
Or even Tammy at the end.
Yeah, but I think with I wouldn't mind seeing Carroll and Klukas, one of them two starting, and then one coming off or whatever. But I think I want to go with this again, going back to where they have good form going away from home.
Yeah.
And I think they've scored at least twice away from home in each game. Could be wrong, but for us, I mean,
But they still have a decent record away from home anyway, so.
Yeah. And I think for us, we need to find some sort of confidence. And what I wouldn't want to see is one extreme or the other. I wouldn't want to see us go 3 center backs in the back and we're not releasing players to go forward and we're just having 2 people isolated. And on the other side, I don't want to see us have barely anything in the middle and we have quite a bit of people going forward. Yeah. So I think this is a little bit of a in between.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Right. Let's see what you got.
So I've done kind of a different formation to you. I have not played 2 strikers. I've played 1 striker.
Right.
So obviously at the back, same as you, Fabianski in goals, and the same usual defence: Norton, Fernandez, Mawson, Olsen. But here, I've gone very Real Madrid style. We play a very good holding mid. Obviously, Madrid play Casemiro. Yeah. I think Mesa needs to be playing that holding mid because that's his position at the end of the day. And Klukas is good in centre mid, that's his position, and Sanchez centre mid, that's his position, and it gives him an option to push forward as well. Because I think Mesa, he's not the type to run forward; he's the type to hold back and cover the defence basically. And up front, I've gone for wingers and a striker. So on the right, Narsing.
Yep.
He brings so much width and he brings so much creativity, I think, and just pace, because that's something we're lacking at the moment, I feel, and good crossing ability. So obviously Wilfred Bonney. The only reason I chose him because Clement said he's in contention to start, so I was just like, I may have started Tammy if he said not, but hey, I love Wilfred Bonney. So, and on the left I put Jordan Ayew. I think it's a controversial thought putting Ayew in the wing, but I feel like he's so much better at assisting than he is scoring goals. Obviously he had a good finish against Reading, but he has more assists than goals in the past, so I feel like he could be a more threat on the left.
And the goal was coming in the left. I mean, it wasn't this far out, but it was like around here.
Yeah.
So,
and it gives the option to Klukas drift wide and maybe Ayew just take a free roam style. It's so many options in that, and I feel like this 5, the forward defence and mess over there, I feel like it could be an easy thing. I know Watford have plenty of attacking players coming forward, but I feel like these guys can hold it down this weekend.
Yeah. Prediction?
I think it's going to be a low scoring game again. Well, not low scoring. I'll say 2-1 Swans.
Okay. I'm going to say... I say 0-0.
0-0? You're going to be boring. You're going to be boring.
I say a draw. Not that I want. I mean, I want 5-0 Swans.
Yeah.
Boney with the hat trick, but...
Okay, so since you haven't... I was going to say who do you think's going to score, but obviously you said no one. But I'll say...
0-0.
I'll say, I think Sanchez is going to get 1. It's going to be dodgy though. It's going to be a dodgy goal. It's going to be like a shot from like 30 yards out and it deflects off someone. And I'm going to go for Ayew.
Alright.
I think he'll score. The start of form, I'll say, for him.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope it is. I hope we would win 2-0, I think. I think, I'd like us to win 2-0. You know, scoring 2, I think, would give us some confidence in the, you know, because I think with Crystal Palace, when we had some confidence.
Yeah.
I think reality set in because I think now we know how Crystal Palace, how much of a crisis they're in. So looking back at that game, we're kind of like, you know,
I think
doesn't give us that
Watford
much.
and Crystal Palace are very different because Watford are very aggressive. on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
ball
yeah,
as well.
yeah, very different.
And I think Messi will bring that aggressiveness as well to the game.
Yeah.
I feel like he's one of those guys who will just push people off the ball for fun. And I think it could be a good option for us. But hey, you know, let's hope, let's pray Swans get a point or get 3 points. That's what we want.
Yeah.
But
Which is an interesting thing you brought up about them being aggressive. I saw at Forever Jack on Twitter earlier in the week or last weekend, and he was saying about how aggressive Watford have been, and one of the challenges they put on De Bruyne in the Man City game, and then they referenced another one from another game. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, they can be quite aggressive, quite nasty, and so
they're quite pacey as well when I think about it, because they got Troy Deeney, Andre Gray, Pereira, and Decore. They got some very good players coming at us, but
and to be honest, the teams they struggled against. I mean, the Brighton match, I don't know what happened there. It was 0-0. I mean, I guess if anything, a positive is they came over with a point, but they got scored on 3 times by Liverpool. Okay, but it's Liverpool. They got in 3 goals, but again, it's Liverpool's defense. You know what I'm saying? But 3 goals still good. But they got scored on 3 times. But again, it's Liverpool's attack, which isn't, you know.
And even Man City.
And then Man City,
they conceded 6 goals, but they've got like one of the best attacks in the Premier League.
Yeah, which is different. So they've struggled against teams that have really good, you know, at the top. You know, obviously Man City, I would say they got some world class players. Liverpool, I wouldn't say necessarily world class, but they got some good players. Mane, Firmino, and some of those boys. We don't offer any of that. So that's why for me, I'm thinking I'm not sure if we'll score. I hope we do.
I would like to see us get our first couple of goals at home this weekend. I'd like to get us points. And I really want Sanchez to score just to see his confidence boost. And I think this is a good opportunity to get it.
So I hope so. Hope we get it. Anyways, thanks for joining us. Please like this video. No. Let's redo that one. I'm not going to be all begging anybody. So anyways, thanks for joining us. Subscribe to our this. You do it.
Thanks for watching this video. Give us a like. Subscribe to us. Give it a share.
Yes.
Show us to your friends. And come on, you Swans. We'll see you in a bit.